In this video, I'm going to be using scientifically proven techniques for enhancing productivity and showing you some ways you can maximize your day. Because if you're like me, my motivation ebbs and flows, which is completely normal, but sometimes it's nice to have a concrete plan and some examples of how you can be more productive. I've marked each section in the timestamp, so feel free to skip along. And before we get into the video, make sure to like and subscribe as you're a free way to support me as a creator. With that said, let's get to it. The first thing I did to maximize my day was create a to-do list the day before and prioritize each item using the Eisenhower decision matrix. Here's an example of what this looks like. You can also do this in the morning when you're sitting down and having coffee, but it's a simple way to figure out what's more urgent and what you can focus on in that day. The next thing I did to maximize my day was wake up early. According to Andrew Huberman, who is famous for his Huberman Lab podcast, waking up earlier, usually around 5 or 6 a.m., can help you be more energized and focused throughout the day. And while I don't think this is necessary to be productive, I think you can still have a very successful day even if you wake up later. I just personally am more of an early bird, and I feel a lot more motivated when I start my day early and feel like, oh my god, I have so much more time. Side note, I'm really into habit stacking, which is where you do one thing after the other. So I got changed and then brushed my teeth so I wouldn't forget. Now that I'm all changed and ready for my workout, it's time for step 3, which is exposing yourself to natural light to regulate your circadian rhythm. I did this by walking to my hot yoga sculpt class, also because it just feels really good to get fresh air in the morning. And that brings me to step 4. Exercising in the morning can improve your cardiovascular health and metabolism. And although other studies suggest it doesn't really matter what time you work out, I think it's essential to have some daily movement or physical exertion throughout the day. But personally, when it comes to maximizing my day, I like to work out in the morning because it leaves time for other activities and tasks I want to accomplish. The next thing I've been trying to do more of is take cold showers, and I feel like I'm trying to force myself into this one.
I really don't want to do this. I can't. I'm scared.
But cold showers have been shown to combat symptoms of depression, and I truly feel like I get this release of emotion when I'm in there. I either start laughing or shaking, and I feel like it's such a good way to release stress. It's also been shown to improve circulation, lower your cortisol levels, and reduce muscle soreness and fatigue. And then this is a personal tip that has helped me with maximizing my day, but getting changed into real clothes. I feel like if I could, I would just stay around in sweatpants all day, but I feel like putting on jeans and like a nicer top makes me feel more productive, and maybe it's because I'm like getting my day started, getting out of the house. And it's just a small way to feel more accomplished every day. Speaking of small accomplishments, the next thing I like to do is check off any small tasks that can pile up and cause more problems than they're worth. For example, doing laundry, folding my laundry. So a trick that really helped me with this is setting a 10-minute timer, telling yourself just get it done, and at least starting the process, and you'll find that you end up actually finishing it within the 10 minutes. And as I said about feeling accomplished every day, I think you can do this in small ways in every area of your life. And another way I like to do this is through nutrition. So I made myself a very nourishing breakfast and ate this before packing up my stuff because I wanted to go to a cafe to do some work. Before leaving though, I wanted to make myself a brain-powered snack. So here's all the ingredients I used. I mixed them together. The recipe is on the screen, and I just packed this up with my yogurt and banana to bring to a cafe. And that brings me to the next tip, changing your location to do some focus work. Our brains associate environments with certain activities. For example, being on the couch equals TV, or being in bed equals sleep. So one of the best tips I heard from the book Atomic Habits was to create spaces for specific activities. In this case, I'm making my brain associate cafes and coffee with diligent focus work. I also just feel like having a little beverage really motivates me to work harder. After about 2 hours, here I am preparing my little brain power snack. As a holistic nutritionist, I believe food is fuel, and honestly, food can be medicine. It can be a way to cure headaches, provide energy. So this was such a perfect snack to have alongside my coffee. And when I make snacks or meals, I try to prioritize a protein source, a carb source, healthy fats, fiber. So here I am making another nutritiously dense meal. This is gonna be my lunch for the day. I used a to-go salad and added more arugula to it, as well as more chicken for extra protein. And of course, everything fits in moderation when it comes to your health, but focusing on nutrient-dense foods can really enhance your overall well-being and longevity, which I guess is the point of maximizing your day, right?
I finished doing some work at the cafe, but my phone died, so I didn't film myself walking home. And then once I got home, I made myself lunch. But now it is 4 p.m. and I feel my motivation dipping a little. So I thought I might as well take myself somewhere else and sit with a glass of wine, enjoy the sunset. And I sometimes love doing this and also like doing some creative work, which for me is like YouTube editing or drawing, painting. So today I'm gonna just take myself and watch the sunset with a glass of wine and do some YouTube work just to like maximize the day, stay motivated.
And that brings me to the next way I like to maximize my day, which is taking a break and then doing something for myself. Whether that's creative or something that motivates you, taking time for the day to explore a passion or expand your knowledge, improve a skill. I just think it feels good when you put in work for yourself and not just for your job or for someone else. Another essential part to maximizing my day is socializing and having quality friends.
Great.
And you might think that socializing shouldn't be that big of a deal or shouldn't be a part of maximizing your day, but studies from blue zones, which are areas of the world where people have lived to over 100, have shown that social connections lead to longevity. Having deep and rich social bonds is proven to be beneficial for your mental health. And as we already know, mental health can really impact your physical health as well. So take this as a sign to surround yourself with good people and maybe call a friend today. The last part of maximizing your day is taking some time to yourself in the evening. I like to journal and reflect on all my thoughts and feelings, what went well in the day, what I'm grateful for. And I also like to take some time to read before I go to bed because I feel like it helps quiet my mind. But the key is I try to stay off my phone for at least half an hour before going to sleep. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.